Welcome back, persistent hikers, to glimpses of our California parks. Today we will visit the central coastal region of our California parks, encompassing 55 of over 400 diverse public, state, and federal parks and the related units located within our Golden State. San Simeon State Park is a 3,409-acre, 26-mile shoreline ocean beach coastal park, a public accessible park maintained by the California State Park System. Located within San Luis Obispo County, 35 miles north of the city of San Luis Obispo, along Scenic Highway 1. This park unit was established in 1932 to protect 500 acres of beach, inland parcels, and biological diversity. The Hearst Castle structure was donated to the state in 1957 and opened to tours shortly thereafter. In 2005, the Hearst Corporation donated an additional 1,131 acres to expand the California Coastal Trail and the San Simeon State Park boundaries. This particular video will cover the San Simeon Coastal Beach area to include the Santa Rosa Creek area, the Moonstone Boardwalk and Beach, the Leffingwell Landing, and numerous beach access areas found along the Cambrian State Marine Park, plus the campground area. The Hearst Castle Memorial Beach, Elephant Seal Rookery, and Hearst Castle Tour will be documented in separate videos. Check them out to learn more about the San Simeon State Park area. The persistent hiker documented this park unit in the month of October 2023 and hopes this short video and informative commentary will entice you and yours to come visit the scenic recreational Ocean Beach State Park unit in the near future. This 20-mile coastal shoreline area contains diverse sections of coarse sandy beaches, pebble beaches, rocky areas, and scattered tide pools and ocean cliff overlooks, along with the Elephant Seal Rookery and the Piedras Blancas Light Station, and numerous scenic beach access areas overlooking the Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary, the Piedras Blancas State Marine Reserve, and the Cambrian State Marine Park. There's lots to see and explore without even including Hearst Castle. I suggest at least a 2-day weekend just to check out this coastal area of this diverse park. Crashing waves amongst rocky outcroppings and pebble beaches can be viewed all along the 20 miles of ocean shoreline bordering the scenic park. We begin our coastal visit at the southern tip of San Simeon State Park, the Santa Rosa Creek area. Here we can find a coarse sand and pebble beach estuary, along with lots of creative driftwood formations. Wooden stairways offer us easy access to the beach area. One can either walk the beach and tide pools all the way to the Leffingwell Landing area, or take the upper boardwalk along the Ice Plant Cliff section. The Moonstone Boardwalk offers an easy route to those with mobility issues who wish to get an upper parallel ocean view along the 1-mile pathway. This boardwalk and most of the San Simeon coast are actually part of the California Coastal Trail. When completed, this integrated network of trails will provide a multimodal opportunity to walk and hike the entire length of California's 1,230-mile coast. Walking northward towards Leffingwell Landing. Even in October, floral beauty abounds. Let's take a walk down to the Moonstone Beach area to see what we can find. The relaxing sounds of the Pacific waves crashing upon the dark driftwood beach, laughing gulls flying overhead, and a salty breeze flowing against your face while standing under a warm, sun-shining day. Remind us why our California coastal parks will always remain number one, and why we each must make every effort to protect them. The next generation will be indebted to us, and the thousands of working rangers and park volunteers will thank us. While walking the beach, one can observe tuffoni rock formations exposed along the sandstone cliffs and along the surf. Known as honeycomb weathering or Swiss cheese rock, these ancient outcroppings often make up some of the unique features found inside our West Coast tide pools. The Moonstone Beach offers us a chance to see both. While walking the Moonstone Pebbled Beach, observing the washed-up items, we glance upwards and spot a turkey vulture soaring above, looking for any washed-up sea creatures. They and the scavenging seagulls help keep our beaches clean of decaying ocean critters. Turkey vultures may seem ominous, but they are wise, resourceful, and good parents, and consider a consummate scavenger, cleaning up the countryside one bite of their sharply hooked bill at a time, while never missing a feather on their bald heads. Seldom getting the recognition of their larger renowned cousins, the California condor, these super efficient scavengers are the ones doing most of the work, while getting none of the credit. Look up to watch them master the wind. Few scavengers can rival their agility in the art of soaring, or their benefits they yield in keeping our beaches and parks clean. Hiking our parks and observing California's diverse life forms living inside their natural habitats should teach us that every living thing has a purpose. We humans don't have to understand it, just respect it. As the ocean waves gently lap at our feet, we continue to observe assorted washed-up beach debris. Every day, one can find new flotsam deposited the night before, which makes every morning beach walk a new experience. Moonstone is just one of over 420 public beaches we California hikers can explore. If you like hanging out with lots of people, try the more popular sandy beaches. If you enjoy surfing, try those known for their best waves. If you enjoy scenery, visit those overlooking rocky cliffs. Bring the kids to examine the diverse ecosystems found inside our tide pools while observing the Pacific's unique plant and animal species up close and personal. If you just want to stroll the beach hand in hand with someone special while the sun sets in the west and the frosty waves lap at your feet, or simply walk the beach alone, contemplating life, California has a beach for you. The next morning, we rose early at our campground parking area and took the Washburn Boardwalk to check out the nearby wetlands, the San Simeon Creek, and the adjacent Ocean Beach. You've simply got to experience this nature trail. Note, once the boardwalk ends, the trail gets a little uneven, but it's well worth the effort to reach the ocean's rocky beach. The wetlands and the estuary are full of birds searching for their next meal. Because most campers overnight here before taking their Hearst Castle tour, this particular beach section was relatively quiet. Only a few beachcombers were there with me to walk the rocky shoreline. Just the way I like my beach experience. Lots of solitude, lots of time with Mother Nature, lots of ocean waves, lots of salty air blowing in my face, lots of laughing gulls overhead, and best of all, less chance of running into the occasional Turon. After passing under the Highway 1 overpass, we reached the San Simeon Creek estuary and the rocky beach surrounding it. Here one can find lots of natural flotsam, gnarly driftwood, broken shells, lone feathers, and colorful rocks of all types. Remember the persistent hiker's creed when it comes to finding exciting inanimate objects. Observe it, enjoy it, photograph it, and then leave it as you found it for the next hiker to enjoy. A 180-degree panoramic view of this lower section of the San Simeon Creek coastline, surrounded by the Cambria State Marine Park and the Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary. The persistent hikers would like to thank the state and national parks for preserving our California marine life from further human depletion. What we protect today, our kids can enjoy tomorrow. Enjoying the beach walk while observing the many birds and colorful rocks. We leave the beach flotsam for another day and return to our campground. Next stop, the Leffingwell Landing area. This southern section of the San Simeon Park is separated from the Moonstone Beach by the Leffingwell Creek. The Leffingwell Landing day-use area is a scenic spot overlooking the Leffingwell Creek and the end of the Moonstone Boardwalk. Here one can take a few short hiking trails, enjoy a picnic lunch, gain access to the rocky shore below, and explore the great tide pools. The rocky areas found at the northern end of the Moonstone Beach and the Leffingwell area offer an opportunity to witness multiple tide pools and the sea creatures which call them home. Tiptoe amongst the rocky surfaces and observe snails, mussels, barnacles, sea anemones, spiny purple sea urchins, crabs, sea stars, and occasional trapped small fish. Remember, this is their home, and you are an uninvited guest. Observe, photograph, and treat them with respect by leaving them where you find them. Tide pools can be very slippery and challenging. Move cautiously to avoid stepping on any living creature. Avoid the temptation to pick them up. It's much more enjoyable to find a nice spot and observe at a distance. Remember, persistent hikers enjoy photographing nature at a safe distance. They never interfere with a creature's movement or its habitat. A flock of seabirds heading for their next feeding spot. Don't forget to click the subscribe button to catch all the latest park units we've visited, along with the special trails we've taken. Help sponsor our informative videos by becoming a member of the Persistent Hikers and displaying our commitment to keeping our California parks the top destinations in our nation. Want to make your park experience even more personal? Volunteer to help out at a local park near you. The rangers welcome our help, even if for only a weekend cleanup following a sudden storm. Hope you enjoyed this park adventure. Take the time to visit our sponsors and become a monthly donor, assisting us in documenting each of our diverse federal and state California parks. By becoming a member of the Persistent Hikers and wearing our Glimpses patch, you are informing the young generation that we seniors still have the capability, although limited, to enjoy our parks just as much as they can. Until our next California park adventure, happy trails.